If you need to paint your trim and you're not sure the process, then watch me on this video. I'll walk you through it as I repaint the trim on our door frame, both front and back. Start by removing hardware and cleaning the surfaces. Then we're going to scrape the paint. Doorbell off. This is why I'm painting this. Paint protects the wood. Ideally, you get a house that has minimal maintenance needed, like brick as a front or siding, because this needs no maintenance. But the wood needs to be painted every once in a while. These are the wires from our hardwired doorbell. I'm just going to tape this off so I can paint all around the base and not paint the wires. We hammered a couple of nails in for Christmas lights. Oh, pull it out my hand. Let's clean the top. A little bit of soapy water and a lot of dirt. After you've washed it off, you want to use a wire brush or a paint scraper to scrape the paint off. If you paint over a surface that has loose paint underneath it, the new paint will just peel off the old. The scraping and sanding is by far the worst part, but it's also the most important part. The door seal, you can pull it back just a little bit, and then I'll put some tape on this so I don't end up painting it. You can be very careful when you paint, or you can be very careful and you can protect the surfaces you don't want to paint. So I'm going to do the latter and put some tape along the edge so that I don't accidentally leave white paint marks where I don't want them.
If you've grown up with an absent or negative relationship with your father, check out this free 5-step guide to help you overcome the challenges you're stuck dealing with. Go to fatherlessedge.com and download yours now.
And now we're ready to paint. I'm going to throw down a drop cloth in the threshold. This is exterior flat, ultra pure white, paint and primer in one. You want to mix your paint really well. When you buy it from the paint store, have them shake it before you go. This has been sitting on my shelf for a couple of years. Think of the thing that frustrates you the most. Take it out on the paint can. Okay, pop the lid off your can of paint. I always like to take the brush and get the excess off the lid first. And we'll go ahead and start putting that on. And then, once I've got the drips off the lid, then I'll dip into the can. Now with all this prep work, I don't have to be as particular on where I put it. Down at the bottom is where the real weathering hits most. And so that's where most of the old paint's already gone. I want to make sure I get that really well. And remember, if no one showed you this, it doesn't mean you're behind. It just means no one ever showed you. If you grew up without a dad like I did, then maybe no one was there to teach you how to do some of this stuff. This is going to look a lot better when it's done, but the reason we're doing it is not just for the appearance, it's for the protection of the wood. You want to watch out for drips too. If that dries, it'll be in there, and if you try to get it off after, you'll peel off some of the sub paint. Tend for me to come in the corners like that where I'm trying to glop a lot of paint in. So keep an eye out for drip, and as soon as you see them, paint them away. And by the way, painting is the fun part. All the prep work is the work. This is where you get to see some of the fruits of your labors as it starts to really look a lot better. After the paint is dried for an hour or a couple of hours most, go ahead and peel the liner tape back. I think you're better off to do it earlier, because if it actually dries all the way, then sometimes it'll adhere to the tape and peel off of the base that you don't want. But you can see how by taking a little time to put that down, we've got a nice clean line when we're done. After the paint's dry and you've pulled all your masking tape off, you can put it back together. And we're good to go. Now you know the steps to repaint trim if that's something you need to do where you live. It's okay if no one ever showed you how to do this stuff. It doesn't mean you're behind. It just means you were never taught. Always remember, you can still figure out how to succeed as an adult, and you do have a dad that cares about you. And I'll see you on the next video.